We want to simplify this complex fraction, and the first thing we want to do is just factor to figure out what the denominator of this top fraction is made out of and what the denominator of the bottom fraction is made out of. So for this one here, the top, x minus 3 is still x minus 3, but 5 and 30 have a 5 in common. So if I take a 5 out of 5x, I have x. And if I take a 5 out of 30, I have negative 6. Now this bottom fraction, the denominator, doesn't factor. So we're just going to bring that over. Okay, now we're going to end up multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the mini denominators. Okay, so in this fraction, the denominator is 5 times x minus 6, and in this one, it's just x minus 6. Now, if we were going to force these denominators to be the same, then this one would need a 5. That would be our least common denominator. So if we have consider all of our denominators, they have a 5 pieces of the denominator. We have a 5 and an x minus 6. So let's multiply the top by both 5 and x minus 6 and the bottom by both 5 and x minus 6. Okay, and then when you do that, let's cover this up here for just a second. Okay, so just ignoring this part, focusing here, if I have this fraction multiplied by 5 times x minus 6, this 5 times x minus 6 is really over 1. So that 5 cancels that 5, and x minus 6 cancels x minus 6. So all I have left is x minus 3 when I go across. Okay, then focusing on just the bottom here, if I have this fraction multiplied by this, the 5 times x minus 6 is really over 1. So the x minus 6 cancels the x minus 6, and all I have left is 5 and x plus 3. If you want to, for your final answer, you could rewrite the denominator as 5x plus 15, but we've simplified the fraction. Okay, so let's look at just one more there. Step 1 again is just make sure the denominators of the top fraction are factored and the denominator in the bottom fraction is factored. So for this top one, x squared minus 5x minus 14 is going to be x minus 7 times x plus 2. And then x minus 7 doesn't factor, so it's going to stay the same. Now to get rid of these extra fractions, we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the mini denominators. So in this particular one, my mini denominators are x minus 7 times x plus 2 is the denominator in the top. This one, its denominator is x minus 7. If we were going to force these two denominators to be the same, this denominator would need an x plus 2. So the common denominator is x minus 7 times x plus 2. So we're going to multiply the top by x minus 7 times x plus 2 and the bottom by x minus 7 times x plus 2. Okay, now when we do that, we're going to ignore, again, this part here. We're just multiplying straight across. So this x minus 7 times x plus 2 is really over 1. So this x minus 7 cancels that x minus 7. This x plus 2 cancels this x plus 2. And all I have left is x minus 4 in the top. Okay, ignoring everything up here and multiplying straight across. This x minus 7 times x plus 2 is over 1. So this x minus 7 cancels this x minus 7, and I'm left with 4 and x plus 2. If you want to, for your final answer, you could rewrite the denominator as 4x plus 8, but we've simplified this complex fraction.